fine idea, Jubilost. Let us join forces and write that book together. But not just a single book. We could pen a whole series.
I'm just imagining him like, you were not invited to my book writing. Seems like Banana has made you an entire party for SWTOR. What? But he told me I could play it single player. Why do I need a party? Found the Prime button. Hey, Mashenya, thank you so much for using your Prime here. Really appreciate that. That is a huge help.
Time's not waiting.
Alright, Barkskin. Let's get rid of that. Alright, magical armor.
Adventures call to them.
Keep your eyes open.
Mutagen, 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 block fear,
Tomorrow it feeds someone else.
block poison,
Quiet.
and...
I'm thinking.
Let me see. So right now, his attack is plus 13, 2 to 9. If he does reduce person on himself, this is a long cast spell. Plus 15, 2 to 7. So plus 2 attack, minus 2 damage. But I think the bombs still do the same level, but he'd have a better chance to hit with them. Oh! Jubilos says, Splendid! I knew you couldn't hide from me forever, you elusive Dwarven outpost. Jubilos digs the map out of his pocket and makes a mark on it. That's it. On behalf of all the institutions of Inner-Sea, I hereby thank you. As a matter of fact, I'm even qualified to reward your help in hard coin. He gets out his purse and throws it at you. 1,800 gold. Now all I have to do is finish my article for the Independence about the state of affairs in your barony. He looks at you defiantly. I will be honest with you. Unfortunately, I can't write anything too good. Monsters roaming the roads, minimal education level, and a traveler needs some unprecedented luck to be able to find any interesting sites or landmarks. Sadly, these lands are not attractive, neither for potential settlers nor tourists. Neutral. If you are so set up to be impartial, don't forget to mention that the Baron of these lands tends to major problems personally, so all of them will be solved in the near future. Ahem. You know, you are right. I will add a paragraph somewhere near the end telling readers that the barony is still developing and it has some positive trends. I'll need some time to finish my article. Until then, I'll stay at your capital. I'm sure you don't mind. Great. By the way, I'll be pleased to travel with you sometime if you wanted to have a conversation with someone smarter than your usual companions. I was afraid he was about to leave the group. Like, to go to town and then I have to go fetch him again. What's funny, Muck, is Moose said he could be convinced to play SWTOR again. Dude, last time I played with him, he fireballed me. He fireballed the whole group. If Muck ever really does play SWTOR, I'll probably dust off my account that I haven't touched in 2 years to create a new tune level up alongside him. Oh my god.
Ha! Entertainment!
Well, these are dying very fast. Akun stops you. Wait, friend. A Kargat is near. I can feel it. On the ground, on the grass, on these rocks, everything is soaked with the stench. Must tell you about him. You need to be prepared. This fight will not be easy. What do you want to tell me? Exun exhales loudly, gathering his thoughts. Rock trolls have more strength, brutality than the regular ones. Kargat is the strongest. We fought. He crushed buildings with his fists. He caught people up, tore them apart. During our fight, he just swept my body aside, like he would sweep aside a horsefly. Annoyed but not harmed by bite. Do not be fooled by his clumsiness. He can be very fast. Carved in my memory, flying through air towards a fence, a hit on the head, double vision in the eyes, inability to stand up, inability to raise bow. A taste of blood in the mouth, helpless. He looks somewhere ahead, his gaze still heavy. His face looks like a mask carved in stone, the same rock as the troll he tells you. Was it Kargat who killed your family? His face twists in a painful grimace. Should you know the details? I prefer to know everything about those I travel with. He swept my defenses out of the way and crushed the wall of our house. He seized my wife Amanda and bit off her head. Hurled her body aside. Clarissa screamed. He stomped on her. Though it was obviously hard for him to tell this story, you hear some relief in Ekun's voice. I'm grateful you made me tell this. Needed that. The atrocities committed by this monster are horrific indeed. We will deliver justice. How did you know his name? The trolls shouted it as a war cry, an anthem. Kargad, Kargad, Kargad. They were yelling it when he crushed the walls of our house. When he killed. Why did the troll leave you alive? He shrugs. He was in haste. The night was ending. In the light of dawn, rock trolls turned to rock they originated from. Sunlight is his worst enemy. Kargad knows that. So let's sum it up. What do we know about Kargad? He's a rock troll, greater size and strength than regular trolls. Fire and acid are not deadly, but can still hurt him. His weakness is sunlight. He has no desire to turn to stone. He grunts. This dungeon gives him strength. The rock itself heals his wounds. The battle will be held inside his home. Thank you for telling the story. I guess we'll be able to defeat him. You lead us to battle. Thank you. The monster must not survive. Kill Kargad. Okay. The solid dwarven stonework has been overtaken by moss and is crumbling in
Can you
spots.
make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Get yourself exposed.
Turning on Coop de Gracie. Fortitude save. Can she crit a also? There we go.
Good today.
Oh man, this part was a bit easier with Octavia spamming acid splash. There we go. I love the screaming for the coup de grace. Yeah, well they had to make it do a full round action, so they had to add some BS to make it take up more time.
This will hurt.
Wow. Those got wrecked. We got an old dwarven chest key from that. Oh, there's something else here. Oh, some more antiquity stuff for the storyteller. Does Ekun have spells yet? Does he have Acid Maw in there?
Depend on me.
Yeah. I don't have it active right now, but yeah, he does have that as an option. He gets 1 spell per day. Broken wall. Try to climb the wall with athletics. Or go in the front door. Let's hit quick save.
Completed.
You see the same kobold shaman you recently met at the forest path. It looks like he and his band managed to reach the troll lair. Garasak, greetings! The kobold extends his hand and stares at one of the troll guards. We encourage these kobolds to not come here because we're like, you're probably going to get killed if you go there. Eatons! Mardagulb, Nargkarad. Barga no speak like Borba yet, the second troll says, stepping forward. Barga knew, came a day before. He bends down and carefully touches the kobold's hand. Kobold can go trobold. Home, the troll announces, letting the kobolds enter. Oh, we're probably going to have to kill them later. You can tell I'm very torn up about that.
I'm not touching that.
You require my assistance?
Uh-huh.
Gaining the advantage is always smart.
Alright, sneak down there and try to disarm this.
This is not the way it works. You can thank me now.
Give the order.
And then our leader charged forwards. Hey, wait for me.
Let us strike as one.
Oh god.
You deserved it.
one acid bomb to finish some of them off.
Cannot hide from me.
Uh-oh. Main character down.
Justice!
Don't know? Don't care.
Magritium Turinos. Magritium Turinos.
That's why I usually like having a
Turinos.
enlarged person on him, so he's further back. The entrance to the ancient dwarven fortress has seen better days. Its gates have been rent and broken by trolls. It's clearly been a long time since anyone cared for this place. I wonder if we somehow managed to have Harem in this group too, the dwarf. If he would also
Don't hesitate.
have story here.
Do not falter!
Smear them.
Oh my god, someone's throwing boulders at me up there.
Let's try this. Training pays off. Onwards!
This should do it.
Not that
I didn't mean to grab everything, but I did. The stone guardian of this fortress overlooks the surrounding mess almost with reproach. Muck is diseased. Blood, fire, fever. Ugh.
I appreciate privacy.
Do I have a cure for that? Well, block poison doesn't help, that's for sure. This is the cleric. Does restoration cure that? Restoration cures ability levels and negative levels. Remove disease right here. She won't have it till she levels up again, but if he's still diseased at that time, we can cure it.
Or don't.
Child's play.
Since we've already seen some containers on the walls. Yep, I was gonna say I want to check all of it.
How much longer, I wonder?
Oh. Juby.
Child's play.
Heart of Valor breastplate. Try treat affliction with your cleric on Muck.
Focus on the goal.
Treat affliction. Oh, wow. I didn't know he could do that. If you can do that, why the spell? Okay. Good tip. I don't think I have experience with Treat Affliction in Pathfinder. It seems this now broken door was too complicated for trolls to open properly. Where was the thing about harem? Let's see, 157 days till the bald hilltop messes up again. The outcast dwarf would like to see the ruins. Huh. I wonder if I can simply bring him here after we clear it. because then I could just step outside, swap to Harem, and then step back in. But right now, Harem is level 1. Hey, big fella. A hulking crowd of trolls awaits by the entrance of the ancient dwarven fortress. They growl, pound the stone floor with their fists and clubs, and spit curses at you. Each sound is magnified, hammering the walls like a drum. Despite the display, however, the trolls do not attack, as if awaiting a command or permission. Dude, look at his teeth in this picture. Good lord. The troll stands at ease beside the base of a huge fractured thorax statue. He's not the biggest or scariest among the other trolls, but there's an odd supremacy in his moves and in his eyes. Supremacy both over his kin and over you. The brand mark on his pelt is almost worn off. It pulses weakly in unison with his heartbeat.
Ah, guest. You're standing on the threshold of the castle of Hargulka, the Troll King. King Hargulka not invited you, Borba.
The trolls surrounding him stare at you silently, hate in their eyes.
No good comes of talking with monsters. We came for their heads, not their words.
Let's get in good with the Kundayo.
Welcome to Japan, kids.
Hey,
It's
spells.
time for tentacles.
Attack.
Borba calls Troll monster, but attacks first. King Arctic wants to make deals with Borba. Stop trolls from eating Borba. How can King Argulka make deals with monsters? Do not leave this place, dumb Borba. Should not have come. Argulka needs to prepare, though. Find Argulka later, if you can, stranger. Der Borba, der Garbanjarg!
Hargulka pounds the thorax statue with his fist and leaps into the side hallway. So now it's blocking the passage.
I didn't even break a sweat.
I'm torn between stepping outside and swapping in Harem and then having to level him up to knock out his quest too. But it would be a time. It would take time. So I'm wondering if I should just try to bring him through here after it's over. That dude is on the ground getting such a beating. Yeah, trolls, when they go down, they just keep regenerating. They do not die, typically, in these games, unless you hit them with 1 fire or acid damage. But in this game, you can do coup de grace to finish them. Farg, Borba here. Borba want kill daddy? Why kill daddy, Borba? Akun winces. Rock trolls, smaller than Kargad. The trolls who have just appeared seemingly from nowhere look small, though they are small only in comparison to a mature rock troll. Their height equals that of a grown man. Borba want kill daddy. Borba garang, Borba bad. Akun silently raises his bow. The trolls don't run away. Instead, they stare at him with offended expressions. Want kill us too, Borba? It's evil to approve killing trolls. Lawful evil. There's no place for trolls in my lands. Akun shoots one of the trolls. His arrow sticks deeply into the troll's gut. For a second, it seems to you that the troll is going to cry, but then its bestial nature kicks in. Angry trolls don't cry. They attack.
Time to stretch the muscles.
Oh, they don't regenerate. I guess because they're too young. Muck? There's no place for trolls in my land. Kargad? Oh! That's, the thing that ate Ekun's wife. Well, her head.
Stay behind me.
Clever ploy.
telling him to throw acid bombs. Got him. The troll utters a hoarse sound and falls thunderously. Dark, sticky blood oozes from his wounds. He tries to raise his hands to defend himself, but is only able to clench his fists. He snaps his jaws in one last effort to devour you and suddenly goes still. Done. Ikun sighs, lowering his bow. You are not sure if he's talking about the troll's death, about his completed vengeance, or about his own mental state. In the dim light, it seems to you that Ikun's eyes lose their usual spark. Several wrinkles seem to disappear from his forehead. The ranger comes closer to the defeated troll and stares at the corpse with contempt. His lips are pressed into a thin line, his fists clenched and his knuckles white. Without a word, he raises his leg and delivers a great kick into the side of the rock troll. This effort must have been painful for the ranger, but not a single muscle moves in his face. His expression is a frozen mask of rage and suffering, and the pain from the hit fades in comparison. Done. Ikun repeats quietly, turning to you. Thank you, friend. Your help was priceless. He shrugs. From now on, your questions will be answered if you still want them. You deserve that. Okay.
No mistakes.
Mark, I cannot wait to see what choice you make with the Sith stories. I haven't committed to playing that yet. Maybe, though. Maybe. Belt of Physical Might +2. Is that a +2 to all stats belt? Type? +2 Strength and Con. Oh, my cat is gone. Give it to him. Wait, does anyone not have a belt? Lindsay doesn't. Give her the con belt. What is that, a mushroom? That is a mushroom. It is better to not ascertain what or whom the stew is made of.
You can thank me now. I'm positive I found something.
You see a pile of mutilated bodies reaching nearly to the ceiling. The bodies used to be humans, dwarves, cows, sheep, and God knows what else. Some corpses look fresh, others have already started to decompose, filling the passage with a heavy, sickening stench. The trolls probably use the corner as meat storage. You're ready to pass by, but suddenly you notice weak movement near the edge of the pile. Having a closer look, you understand that one of the corpses is not a corpse yet. A bare-chested dwarf moves his lips silently, staring blindly at the ceiling. His chest has bite marks left by a huge jaw, and he has no legs. They seem to have been bitten off at the knees. Let us grant the gift of a quick death to this unfortunate soul and take revenge on those monsters who made him suffer. Yo, let me cast a healing spell on him. Ekun pulls an arrow out of his quiver. Mercy, he says, pointing towards the dying dwarf. Chaotic good. We'll try to heal him. Your healing efforts have an effect of sorts. The dwarf seems to come halfway to life and starts talking in an unknown language. Karadash Kromer Dug Gadalon. The light around you grows dim all of a sudden, and the floor starts to tremble, resonating with the dwarf's voice. Uzmar Cyril Nadzak. Yo, I bet if we had Harem with us, he could understand this guy. What is that? What's happening? Stop it immediately, you villain. Valerie, he's just talking in French. Calm down. You've had all the fun you wanted, I hope. What are you looking at? Finish him off now before he's done casting. Neutral good. Try to heal him again. As soon as the healing kicks in, the dwarf interrupts his monologue, apparently regaining awareness of his surroundings. He moves his head with an immense effort to look you up and down. You're not a troll. As I thought, you were one of them. The dwarf coughs out clots of dark blood. I'm the priest of Torag. Have been searching for this ancient outpost. Found it, it seems. He tries to laugh, but instead bursts into a new fit of coughs. Come closer. With immense effort, he raises his hand and whispers words of blessing, so sweet and kind, comparing to his prior curses. This last effort seems to be too much for the dying dwarf. Having finished, he drops his limp hand, draws one last breath, and falls silent. He cast the Good Hope spell on us. Alright, hold on. When did I last save it? It was before we fought the big rock troll. Alright. I won't change it. The room is filled with the sickening stench of carrion. Kobold artist. An odd kobold sits in front of the wall. His scales, snout, and especially hands are covered with something akin to a blend of tar and what seemed to be rancid mud-colored filth. Occasionally, the kobold plunges his hand into the clay pot nestled beside him, grabs a handful of paint, and slowly smears it on the wall. Judging by the odor, I can tell exactly what the main ingredient in this paint is. At least it looks better than the paintings King Irovetti awards his prizes to. The unintelligible smears gradually resolve into a crude drawing of a huge kobold striking a heroic pose. There are many smaller figures surrounding him, but you can't tell who they might be. The kobold continues with his strokes. He doesn't seem to have noticed you, or perhaps he's just too lost in his work. What is that? Fine art performed by kobolds? She wrinkles her nose in disgust. In the Order of Shellen, I was taught that all art is precious, but what would my mentors say if they were to see this? Can you hear me? The kobold continues in a strange state that seems to be somewhere between deep meditation and a trance. He raises his paint-smeared hands to the wall, makes a small and deliberate stroke, and then steps back to examine his creation as a whole. Can you hear me? He slowly turns to you. You can't read the expression on his snout, but he certainly doesn't seem pleased. Shijibarza Casadala Tartuk. He points toward his painting. Tartuk, he repeats before turning away. This Tartuk again. It's like he's everywhere. I'm sick of hearing that name. I fear I'm developing a conditioned response. Every time I hear Tartuk, I need to vomit. This one doesn't seem aggressive. Let's leave him be.
Follow me, or don't.
Now, the beginning of the hunt.
You in half.
Any last wishes?
Nowhere to strike when settled.
Oh, I didn't realize Jubilost still had
Primitives.
acid bombs on autocast.
Leave out of our story.
But I guess that's fine for now.
Not
What is the thing on the floor? A distinct click. Whoa. A distinct click is audible from somewhere beneath the floor? Oh no. It's a puzzle. I'll come back to that.
Child's play.
Nice job, Juby.
What's over there?
Trap, Juby.
I don't even want to know.
Oh, his reduced size spell wore off.
Child's play.
Devourer of Metal Bow.
I'm open to your orders.
5 to 25? What the hell? My bow his bow does 2 to 9. That one does 5 to 25. That's almost triple. And it does acid damage. Wait. This oversized bow deals way more damage, but you will be clumsy with it. -2 to attack. Okay, there is a trade-off. Still, though, triple damage for -2 attack. I think I'll freaking take it. I'm just checking a few things here. So it's a large bow. Does that mean large person will make it a huge bow? Let's see. Plus 12, 10 to 30. I don't think enlarged person affects range,
So,
but hold on.
any brilliant ideas?
Let's try.
Be on guard.
I'm wrong. The plus 12 went down to plus 10, and the damage went from like something to 30 to 12 to 37. However, his chance to hit is even lower now because we made him larger.
I see something.
Because enlarged person reduces your dex but raises your strength. I wonder if I should write these down.